So it is morning day 2. I'm not sure that the camera can really pick me up. It's a little after 5 in the morning. Just got up here just a little bit ago. Gonna make some food and just sit on this beach and listen to the water and look at the sunrise as it happens. It's just absolutely gorgeous here. So slept pretty good. I got about 5.5 hours of sleep. I didn't get to bed till like, I don't know, 11:30 or something. So, yeah, so day one was definitely a good one, and it had its challenges for sure. With the lake and with all those waves just came out of nowhere, and they were relentless. Brian had to manage the whole day in his canoe. And doesn't have a spray deck or anything for it, so I know that was a challenge for him. Everyone else, we made it to this campsite. We're roughly about 7 miles into the lake at mile marker 30 roughly overall. So I'm not sure, if this camera's really picking this up. It's still pretty dark out here, but it is absolutely freaking beautiful. The guys need to get up early because right now, if we were to paddle right now, we'd have no problems because it's just very calm compared to how it was last night. So, and there were just waves breaking last night. Right now, there's just little small ones. It's nothing bad. We'd be able to manage this no problem. So hopefully the guys can get up and we can get on the water fairly early. That would be the hope today. I don't know. I don't think anyone else is awake at this point. It's pretty early. So hopefully they start waking up and getting ready here pretty soon. So I'm just going to take some time, make some breakfast, and just enjoy the morning. This wind is insane right now. Apparently I was charging bears and didn't know it. Pancake on the griddle this morning. Good. So morning day 2 here. We are getting ready to put in here in just a few minutes. So there's still a little bit of wind this morning. It's supposed to be a lot calmer than it was yesterday. However, around noon it's supposed to start picking back up. So right now it's a little after 8:30, I believe. So gonna get on the water here soon and just gonna try to get some miles because we still have 23 and a half-ish miles to the end of the lake. So we definitely need to try to hit it hard. We need to try to get this lake done today. On the water here, day 2. Just gotta hope that this lake and these waves are nice to us today, because they were not nice yesterday. They were quite rude, actually. It's a little chilly out this morning. I think it's in the 50s. I have my nifty whistle here. It's got a compass on it. and it's got a thermometer on it as well. Yeah, it's about 46, 47 degrees, so it's pretty chilly right now. And just now feeling the sun starting to come out, and it feels good, feels nice and warm. Brian's starting to paddle, so I'm going to paddle with him because he's in the canoe. He's gonna be slower through this lake. That sun feels good.
Yeah. See, these waves are already a little scary for me. A little. Not like
I hope they don't. I hope they just stay like no worse than this. Dang, these waves. So one slight change from yesterday is the waves they're pretty big still, but they're more with us. It's more in a straight line with where we're going. It was a little more to the side yesterday. This is probably a little better, but it's still not easy. I think we're averaging on this lake right now probably, when we're in between a swell of a wave, we're going probably about 2 to 2.5. When we're flowing with the wave, we're going about 3.5. So probably somewhere close to 3 is where we're averaging right now. That's good if we can average at least close to 3. I mean, it's gonna be a long day, but we'll give ourselves a chance to finish the lake. Thanks for being here. point now where these waves are getting so big, like we are literally riding some of them. We are surfing some of these waves, which is just crazy. It's sort of fun, but it sort of sucks because it's so much of it. Rob, Mitchell, and Jack are way up front, way in front of us, can barely see them. And then we got Brian and Brad are a good ways behind us, and I'm here right next to Tim. So we've sort of stayed together. But yeah, we're starting to ride some of these waves, so that's certainly an adventure out here for sure. We've gone about 5 miles today. The wind is picking up more and more. It's at our back, so it's better than at our back than, you know, in our face. But it's kind of a double-edged sword because we have the wind at our back, but the wind is creating these waves. So it'd kind of be better if we just had no waves. But it is what it is. We're going to keep on paddling. I know. So we're going around these bouldery cliff area here. We're looking for a place to pull over to take a break away on Brian and Brad, who are way behind us. And this might be a beach right here. It's very wavy here, having these boulders, you know, cliff boulders beside you. All this rockiness, I think, just makes it more choppy and the waves worse. But I think there's a beach up here. I think we're gonna head to that beach. Holy crap! These waves are incredible. I'm legitimately riding waves. Might be an inlet almost. Be protected in there. Beach out right up here. Beautiful beach up there. So Brian and Brad are coming. I'm trying to get their attention to go to their left of these rocks here, because there's a nice inlet here. Current's better.
God.
I think they got my signal. This is just insane out here. These waves are really going. Brian, these waves are really going. Brian has made it here. I think we've gone, I don't know, 6 miles or something today. I haven't looked yet, but it's roughly around there. Just crazy. Mitchell and them, they completely took off. We have no idea where they went. Thinking they were going to stop to get us all back together, and they never did. We couldn't even see them anymore. Could not see them, so we were like, well, we're going to stop and wait on you guys, so we can at least get us 4 together.
That was insane.
It was crazy. You did pretty dang good, though. There's not a lot of water in that boat.
Well, one leg is all it's going to take for me.
Yeah. All right, so we have taken a little break here, kind of get regrouped. I went ahead and threw my dry suit on, and now we are Tim and I are now with Brad and Brian, and we're going to stay with them. Rest of the guys, no clue where they are. So as far as I'm concerned, this is
Hey, don't forget to tell him Brad took a nap.
Oh yeah, Brad took a nap over there on the rocks. I thought he was dead. Turns out he wasn't, so that's definitely a good thing. You weren't moving at all. Well, I thought you were dead, so you definitely look comfortable. So up here to our right, Mitchell and them, they did stop. They did find a beach. We're just going to keep paddling through. We figure they'll probably figure out, you know, that what's going on when we don't stop. But we just took, you know, we just basically took a break, so there's no need for us to get out of the boats again. And they're clearly paddling way faster than us, so I think it'll be fine. GoPro, stop recording. They were blowing a whistle, so we are going to go and see what's going on. Brad met up with them, and he's going to meet us out here, tell us what's going on. I mean, I think we need to keep going.
It is just 12:30, but I don't know how far it is from here.
How do they know we can't find a campsite, period? So they're here talking about camping. We've only been paddling 3 hours, saying there's not a whole lot of campsites. At this point, we have to keep moving. There's just, we've made it about halfway through the lake. If we don't keep going, we're not going to get anywhere on time we need to get. We're not going to get to Carmack in time to get the guys off, and we're certainly not going to get to Dawson City in time. So, my opinion, we got to stay on this water. We got to keep pushing forward. We got to get to the end of this lake, or at least close to it. Otherwise, we're in a bad position here. And quite honestly, the waves have died down just a bit. The wind has died down. It is a little bit better at this point. So conditions are a little more favorable than they were right before we stopped for that break just a little bit ago. I'm not sure what they're deciding, but hopefully moving down the lake here. So we have been paddling towards this point for what seems like a decade. And we're getting closer, but before we go there, we're gonna stop at this beach here on the right. We're gonna wait on Mitchell and Jack. They're somewhere behind us. So we're gonna wait on them. Take a break and then hopefully continue down this massive lake we are on. So we stopped for this another break here. A couple guys hadn't eaten anything, so we needed to stop for them. Mitchell and Jack continued on down the lake here. So we're really trying to bust it to make it through this lake. We're getting ready to put back on and put some more miles behind us. Continue to make our way down this lake, and the guys are tired. I am tired. This is quite brutal, to be honest with you. We see, you know, we keep seeing points in front of us, like that point right there, and I keep being like, okay, I'll check the GPS when we get there. You know, by looking at it, you're like, oh, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. 10 hours later, we're still paddling towards it. So it's pretty brutal. The good news is the waves aren't bad right now. The waves and all that, it's actually fine. There's still waves here, but nothing like we've dealt with earlier today and yesterday. So we're still making our way. Don't have a mileage update quite yet, but yeah, it's we're keeping on. Oh, it is low. There are rocks in here. It's really rocky in here. That is what it is. It is really rocky in here. Yeah. we have seen traces of Mitchell and them up in front of us, but it's so far in front of us, it's probably a mile and a half. So we can tell that they've been looking for campsites, but I can also tell you we have reached the overall 50-mile marker of the trip, and we have 3 miles left on this lake. So it's been a long, hard paddle today, trying to stay on track with the time that we need to be on. It's not going to be a ton of miles today, but we really need to get done with this lake. Or at this point, we are at least close. And after this day, I will take close because, you know, 3 miles or less, that's fine. It's going to be less than 3 miles because I don't see them a mile in front of me. So yeah, been an exhausting day. Been a hard day. We knew the lake day had the potential to be a hard day, and it has turned out to be quite hard. Tim's here beside me. We got Brian and Brad a little bit behind me. They're together, and then the rest of them are up in front, way in front of us. So yeah, that's what we got going on right now. So we believe we see them way up there. Maybe they found a camp spot. We're not positive. It's really hard to, you can't really see details too far away. But we'll be there momentarily. All right, so we did find them. Okay. Cool, so we had to get really close before we could tell if this was even a kayak here, and we have found the campsite. After a just exhausting day is the only way I have to put it. Beautiful scenery, can't complain about that, but boy, it was a long day. We are roughly 2 miles from the end of the lake and back to the Yukon River, so really excited for that, because I gotta be honest, I am over this lake. So we are expecting a storm to pass through here in about 45 minutes. It's a little after 9. It's expected around 10. So we can actually see, we can kind of see it coming over the mountains there. It doesn't look good. So right now we are getting all our kayaks ready. We're tying our kayaks down, or at least that's what I'm recommending to everyone, to tie their kayaks down. So if the water is to rise, it's not going to take our boats.